Okay, so here in this picture we see an electronics board or a printed circuit board where various components and devices are mounted on top of this board. So let's try to identify each of these components or devices. So right here we see that there are four pieces of integrated circuits, and on top of these integrated circuits or ICs there is a code or a number given. So if you type this code or Google, then you can get an access to the datasheet of this integrated circuit, and from that you should know what this IC is, what its function is, and what are its specifications are. Now similarly you look at this two devices. These are a transistor. Again, on the body of each of these transistor there is a numeric code given, so you need to refer to the data sheet of these devices to understand what type of this transistor is, whether it is BJT, bipolar junction transistor, or FET, field effect transistor, or MOSFET, which is metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistor. So remember, in our previous videos you can refer to the content related to each of these devices such as BJT, FET, and MOSFET, and you can know and understand the working principle of each of these. So here you see there are two resistors, and on the printed circuit board there is a written is 4K7, so this resistor is 4.7 kilo ohm, and you can verify it by reading its color code. We have also made a video on that, or you can just take the multimeter and try to connect the two leads of the multimeter to the two ends of this resistor right here. Make sure that the circuit board is switched off and there is no power is applied to the circuit board. At the same time, it may be the possibility, since the leads of these resistors are soldered on the board, the resistance may come in series or shunt across any other components or devices. Parasitic means the passive element related to that component or devices. So the parasitics may be a resistance, capacitance, or inductance. So that parasitic can come in series with or in shunt with this resistor being measured. So how to do that? So troubleshooting technique or measurement technique is that you switch off the power to the board and also try to disconnect this resistor from the board itself and make it stand alone, and with that you can try to measure the resistance using the digital multimeter. Here there are some other resistors also, and with the body of this there can be a metal film resistors or they are carbon composition resistance. Nowadays we use a metal film resistors, so all of these are a metal film resistors, and they are used due to their high precisions in the resistance value against the temperature and some other variations. So they have a precision and good tolerance against the variations due to temperature and pressure and some other conditions. Then you can see that these are the two capacitors. This is the tantalum capacitors. Again, on the body of each of these capacitor you will see the printed code. Based on that, the values of each capacitor can be decided or determined. Another option is that you type the code given on the body of this capacitor on and Google it, and you will know what type of that capacitor is, what its functions, and its datasheet give you some other specifications of this component. So tantalum capacitance are usually used in AC applications. They can be used in filtering applications and so on and so forth. These are also the capacitance in red, and you see that these are sockets. They are called as male sockets or female sockets, so you can put and insert the connectors inside these sockets. So this is how the typical printed circuit board or electronics board looks like. Hope you like this video. If you did, please do share with others and subscribe to the channels, because you have so many other videos on the different contents and the high quality videos. So wish you all a happy learning.